Most people think building wealth takes decades, a steady job, savings, patience. But what if that's not entirely true? What if there were loopholes in the system, hidden, legal, and almost forbidden, that could multiply your money far faster than anyone tells you? The problem is, these strategies aren't advertised. They're not in textbooks. They're deliberately kept out of the mainstream because they disrupt the status quo. Banks, financial advisors, and institutions benefit when most people remain in the slow lane. They profit when you rely on standard advice. Save slowly, invest cautiously, wait decades. But here's the unsettling truth. The system isn't neutral. It's designed to protect the wealthy and delay everyone else. And yet, a handful of people have discovered a way to turn a small amount, sometimes as little as $100, into extraordinary gains overnight. Not through gambling, not through illegal schemes, through methods that exploit hidden inefficiencies, timing, and compounding mechanisms most people never see. This is the forbidden investment hack. It works because markets are complex. They are not purely rational. They have patterns, hidden signals, and under-the-radar opportunities that reveal themselves only to those who know where to look. For example, certain financial instruments move in predictable ways when triggered by larger flows of money or regulatory shifts. Timing these moves, even on a small scale, can produce gains that seem impossible to the untrained eye. The system is not entirely fair. It rewards the observant, the prepared, and the daring. It punishes the passive. This is why banks are furious. Because when ordinary people discover these loopholes, it threatens a multi-trillion-dollar machine. The system depends on ignorance. The wealthy exploit information gaps. And when the general public learns even a fraction of these strategies, it changes the game entirely. But here's the uncomfortable reality. These opportunities are rarely about luck. They require knowledge, preparation, and discipline. You must understand risk. You must know when to act. And you must be willing to challenge conventional advice. Even small amounts, $100, can compound dramatically. The magic is in how it's allocated, the timing, and the hidden structures that amplify growth silently. It's not a guarantee. Nothing in finance is. But what separates those who achieve the extraordinary from those who never try is access to information and the courage to use it. Most people will never see this. They follow the crowd, they stick to safe advice, they wait for decades, never questioning the rules written by institutions that profit from their patience. But for those willing to look deeper, the path is clear. It's about identifying overlooked assets. It's about exploiting inefficiencies that exist because the system favors scale, control, and opacity. It's about creating a structure that allows small investments to grow exponentially without exposing you to reckless risk. And here's the unsettling part. The system doesn't want you to know. Financial education, mainstream advice, and regulatory frameworks are designed to filter out these strategies for everyone except insiders. Most tutorials, courses, and advisors subtly steer you toward predictable, slow-growth paths. The forbidden hack works quietly, invisibly. It doesn't scream. It doesn't promise overnight riches in ads. It waits for those curious enough to see the patterns, disciplined enough to act, and patient enough to execute with precision. Imagine turning $100 today into something that changes your trajectory. Imagine using the same principles that the wealthy quietly leverage to amplify their money. It's possible, but only if you step off the beaten path. Most people will ignore this, citing risk or it's too good to be true. But the truth is, the risk is in inaction. The risk is in letting the system dictate your financial destiny while the informed few quietly grow their fortunes. This is your chance to see behind the curtain, to understand the loopholes, to see how small, deliberate actions can produce outsized results, to recognize that wealth isn't just about how much you make, it's about knowing how the game works. The forbidden investment hack is not a magic trick. It's a revelation, a method that exposes cracks in the system and lets those who understand them rise faster than anyone expected. And the most unsettling part? The rules could change tomorrow. Opportunities that exist today may vanish as the system adapts. So knowledge alone isn't enough. You must act. You must experiment. You must learn to navigate a financial world designed to protect insiders while keeping most people unaware. Because once you see it, you realize wealth isn't random, it's structural. And those structures can be understood, leveraged, and sometimes exploited if you're willing to look beyond the surface. The choice is yours. Follow the herd or learn the hidden mechanism.